and we would cut timbers, load them in a truck, and sleep a little, and go back to work the next day with a load of timbers, and bring back house coal. But we would done it, and we done it. And I remember telling him, I said, "Dad, man, we need to quit one of these ends." He said, "Son, we better get it while we can."
Yeah.
And but I mean, we worked together, and you know, and that. But I know before all this that would come to an end,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and that you know, he wasn't going to be with me forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was smart enough and realistic enough to know that.
Well, and I think that's one of the things you got to take into consideration too. You know, every man's going to die.
Yeah.
Every person's going
Right.
to die, but you don't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd like to think we don't have to worry about it until 80, 90, but you know, things happen. We just don't like to face it.
Right.
And I was fortunate enough for Dad to be able to work with me for a few years when I first started my business.
Mm-hmm.
Had a blast, loved it.
Yeah.
And you know, there's memories we made there. And I wish he could still work with me, but you know, just not so much doing the work as just being there.
Just being there with
you
you.
know?
Yeah.
And taking into consideration his view of it, my view of it, and
You don't want to put him on payroll, but you don't want him hogging up.
right,
payroll.
yeah, don't get all the money, yeah, for sure, right?
You know, just sort of in a volunteer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you sign this right here, volunteer.
Volunteer position. Yeah.
So, but yeah, man,
I know what you mean.
It was good. It was really good.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you. You know, I'm glad I couldn't afford to pay you.
It's all right. You know, sometimes you do things for the enjoyment of it.
Well, yes, but it's all a journey. Life is, and you got to enjoy it as you go along. Enjoy the people that you meet. Enjoy yourself with it.
Yeah,
I mean,
because those people know people. You know.
Lord, I've got some jobs in the past on things that other people sort of dogged somebody they worked with, and then later on that person wound up in charge somewhere else.
Yes.
And the world is smaller. What is it called? 6 degrees of separation?
I think so.
Where we're that close to knowing everyone? I think about it. See, we're only 6 people away from knowing everybody. Somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
True.
You know. And,
I had a similar situation with a fella. He come to work down at Genmar. His daughter had just passed, and we started out most of the new hires on day shift. I don't know what the time frame was, but it was time for a shift transfer. So I had to go to him and tell him, I said, you know, we're doing a shift change or transfer. I need you to show up Monday, certain time. He said, well, I can't. And I said, well, why? Oh, I didn't really ask why. He just told me. And I said, well, I understand. I said, I really do. And he said, it's nothing against you. I said, that's fine. And I said, you know, I know you got to do what you got to do. So he ended up quitting because he was going to have to go second shift. Well, years later, he become, I guess, a maintenance supervisor for a particular place. And he had heard that I was doing tree work. And he called me up one day. He said, I got a job for you if you're interested. And he said, I'll feed you as much as I can. He said, because you treated me good down there when you were at work. Right. So you don't really realize until later on who the people you run across, what a difference it makes.
I had a family member that worked with a guy, worked for a company. And this company's, the man that owned the company, his son was mistreated this guy all the time. This guy A, let's call him, okay?
Okay.
Guy A.